Hey, welcome back to this week's report. When it comes to bass fishing, be prepared for anything. There's kind of been a tale of two lakes right now. I'm getting a lot of fish on jerk baits, especially X-Wraps over deeper water, really. A lot of the fish are suspended and cruising for bait. They're also eating crayfish on the bottom, so we've been doing a lot of drop shotting as well. And this morning it's fairly calm. The sun hasn't quite heated up yet, and the bass are hitting these X-Wraps over the top of this deep water. When I'm in deep water, I like to use bright baits. I'll show you. Like that. I'm just throwing bright, really loud colors over this deep water. And in some of the stained water, a lot of the water is clear out here, but there is a lot of water that's really stained. So let me get this fish back in the water. So, how I pick my baits is based on water depth and water clarity. I'm throwing this really bright orange, this hothead X-Wrap this morning. But if you're up a little bit shallower, or if you see where it's a lot of clear water, then I'll switch up my baits. I might go to a natural perch or an olive or a black moss shiner, something like that. You could even downsize your baits to, like, this is a number 10 to a number 8 X-Wrap. They work really well too, especially for these suspended fish, kind of in and out of these rock piles. We're fishing against the rock pile, but we're casting outward, if that makes sense. So the reef's up here and I'm actually working the baits out here. And then I'll go over a spot real quickly, pick up a few fish, and then I'll go back and then fish those bigger boulders with drop shots. Let me show you. The nice thing about fishing X-Wrap or any jerkbait, you can cover water. And so, you're picking up a lot of the active fish in the area. As soon as I start picking those fish, I'll lay down an icon, and like I said, I'll come back and kind of finesse fish either with the drop shots or tubes or any plastic like that, where I'm slowing down a little bit. But I love power fishing through areas. We've had a lot of weather changes this year, especially over the last few weeks. It'll be warm one day, cold the next. And so it's really nice on a day-to-day basis just to come out and power fish for a little bit, especially on a flat, calm day like today, and then come back down and finesse fish a little bit in those same areas where you mark down those icons. Oh, I love to see them hit like that. It's really important when you're working these jerk baits that you pause. The closer it gets to the boat, the more pauses. I like to see fish chase, because a lot of times when you're fishing them in deeper water, you'll see them come like almost submarine out from underneath the bait. And that one, I watched it, it sat there. Finally, I just jerked down, paused it, and it smacked it right by the boat. That happens all the time. I get a lot of fish close to the boat when I'm fishing over this deeper water, especially. Another nice fish. As I'm casting out and power fishing through this area, I'm also watching my graph. Like I'm saying, I'm laying down icons in spots, especially when I'm seeing fish. There's a few boulder spots where I marked a few fish right on the back side of that boulder. Always good areas to return, and you're putting fish in the boat while you're looking for fish. It's always fun. That's a nice, healthy one. Get her back in. Oh man, that thing just smoked it. Oh, nice pike. Big pike. That's the other nice thing about jerk baits is you catch pike, muskies. They all love X-Wraps, even big walleyes. Oh yeah, nice looking gator. That thing absolutely smoked it. Right by the boat too. Wow. Oh man. Oh, if that doesn't get your heart pumping. Nice looking gator. Not a giant, but big enough, man. That's always a fun tussle on a jerkbait. But look at how wide they are out here. That's not even a large fish, but it just goes to show you that they eat well. Oh, nice pike. Let me get this thing back in. Beauty, that was fun. There she goes. Nice fish. There we go, another nice one. What a fun day on the water. Lots of bass, catching them on all sorts of different tactics. It's been like that all week long. Throwing jerk baits, going back to some plastics, hit other spots, back to the jerk baits, some dark water. I'm using the bright colors. Obviously in the clear water, use it in the more natural colors. This one does not want to come in, he's mad. Oh, nice fish. On top of that, catching big pike, mixed in makes for a great day. So if you're coming up to Mille, you know, be prepared for anything. The weather's been up and down, getting fish, depending on where you're at, getting fish some on plastics, some on crankbaits, some on jerkbaits, but it's been a lot of fun. So until next week, I'm Tony Roach. We'll see you on the water.